your boy, man. It's InternetSmarks. You already know what time it is, man. I'm here watching all the recaps from last night's NXT Takeover Brooklyn, bro. The show was wild. We know SummerSlam is not going to live up to the hype like last night did. That shit was crazy. I didn't expect that many. I didn't expect that much of a great crowd. I mean, that's the first thing I'm gonna say. It was great throughout the whole match. I mean, the only person that didn't get a shout out bad was Andrade Cien Almas. Like it was like almost silent or boozed when he came out. But other than that, everybody else got the type of ovation they deserve. They gave all the matches enough time. They actually went more than 2 hours. It was about 2.5 and a little more than that. So all in all, I gave the show at least an 8 or 9 out of 10 overall because they put on. First match was the Austin Aries and No Way Jose. No Way Jose showed what I've been saying in the house shows, man. That guy's got a crazy skill set. He still got a lot to prove, though. At the end, Austin Aries ended up taking a win. I'm not mad at it, and I see Hideo Itami came out afterwards, so that's gonna be a new little match that I would love to see. Hideo Itami and Austin Aries is gonna be wild. So looking forward to that at the next NXT Takeover. They followed that one up by Ember Moon and Billie Kay. Ember didn't live up to what I thought she was going to live up to. She could have did a lot better. I like her finisher, top rope, jumping, stunner, whatever you call it. But throughout the match, she really didn't do much. Billie Kay was doing more of the beating up, and then at the end, she ended up getting over. Ember Moon takes the win. I like her look, and I like her finishing move, but I feel like she could show a lot more, but that was the only first time we've seen her, so we're going to give her time. They follow that, but the glorious one. Bobby Roode taking on Andrade Cien Almas, Mr. Got Booed. That glorious is a takeover. You can't do nothing about that. He's a heel and still getting shouted, crowd going crazy over him, and he's supposed to be a heel. But Bobby Roode ended up taking that with his Move the Glorious bomb, and Andrade tried, but it wasn't enough. They followed that up by a great tag team match, man. Revival, Ciampa, and Gargano. Them dudes went to war. I really thought Ciampa and Gargano was going to leave with the belts last night. They didn't. Revival ended up keeping the belts. I don't know what happens next. They're going to drag this on to the next pay-per-view. I mean, I was hoping we would have seen Revival move up by now, but I guess they're going to stick around and try to beat records, you know. That's what they can do at this point. They're already two-time champions, but it is what it is. Followed that up with the ladies NXT Women's Championship, Asuka and Bayley. Another war. Another one where I thought Bayley was going to leave with the belt. She ended up coming back from crazy stuff. There was a point where Asuka kicked her and she just woke up out of it instead of the usual knockout, which what happens to most of the girls, but I respected that. But let's see what happens with Bayley from here. Could we get a surprise tonight in that 3-on-3 match? They changed the handicap match now, but we never know. We got her as a surprise last time. Like, they would get a crazy pop if they did it again, but we'll see. And the final and the most surprising to me, Samoa Joe and Nakamura. Crazy 30-minute match, back and forth, finishers, muscle busters, almost tap outs. It didn't finish until Nakamura finally hit him with the Kinshasa 2 times. And he gets the best. Now, Nakamura's got the belt. Who would have thought in this short amount of time Nakamura would be champ? I know Samoa Joe got to be a little sick right now. Everything he went through to get that belt, and then he ends up losing it to Nakamura this quick, but Nakamura's the GOAT, man. That entrance shook the building. That alone should have told you he was going to win, but I didn't think it was going to happen that short. He's only been there a couple months, but he took it. Overall, like I said, 8 to 9 out of 10. Like, I'm edging more to a 9 because I felt crazy after the end of the night. I had to watch it over. I'm still watching it over right now. Looking forward to SummerSlam tonight, though. We'll be back with another, not a prediction, recap of tomorrow's tonight.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? InternetSmarks in the building. My phone is tweaking heavy, so I'm glad to make this review as short as possible. Shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to NXT. Shout out to every person that performed on the card last night. You are all appreciated. Thank you for showing why NXT is honestly #1. First match of the even No Way Jose. Oh, by the way, this review is not really going to be a play-by-play type situation, just giving an overall view and feel of each match. No Way Jose, great introduction. Shout out to Austin Aries, who actually got the slightly bigger pop. This was a good match, great opener to get the crowd going. Austin Aries wins with the front chancery, and then he continues the assault after the match, and out comes Hideo Itami, killing it. Came out with the suited and booted, no socks, doing his thing. Came out, he confronted Aries, caught him with the series of punches and kicks, hit him with that GTS, and the crowd popped. This is what they was chanting before he even did it. It was a great opening, great segment to even go into the next match. Basically the back-to-back debuts first of Ember Moon. Oh man, she's a beast. She is literally one of the best women on the roster already. She took on Billie Kay, who I feel like with a little more work, she's going to be arguably the top heel on the NXT brand. She's going to be good. Ember Moon won with the type of stunner, like she did like a twisting movesaw type situation. But I think she should actually call it Total Eclipse or Red Moon or Blood Moon or something like that. It was a great way to debut her, and she will be fighting Asuka in the near future. Let's just move on, y'all, to one of the better parts of the evening. Yeah, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Bobby Roode, the glorious introduction, the glorious entrance. I mean, you can say glorious in so many different ways, but this dude really like did his thing with that entrance. Shout out to Triple H for that, man. Like Bobby Roode spent all that time in TNA. This is what he worked for. Sienna Almas, I don't really like his gimmick, but his in-ring ability is just, he's grade A. Bobby Roode wins with a pump handle slam, which was kind of weird. I thought he would have a better finisher, but at the end, it was just, I won't let that deter from the match. It was a great match. It went about 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes. Let's move on. Tag team match. Wow. Johnny Gargano, Tiamus Ciampa, sorry if I mess up your name, bro, took on the Revival. Dawson and Dash. Those dudes, in my opinion, is the best tag team in the world. Shout out to the Young Bucks, but I love the Revival's skill set. I love their tag team wrestling. A lot of back and forth. One of the key moment actually was when, DIYs, they called themselves, went and did their finisher, which is running knee / super kick. They got that 3 count, but foot was on the rope. They had to continue the match. The match went almost 20 minutes. Great storytelling, great timing, gave it time. The Revival wins again. I'm not even mad at the result. I actually picked the winner, by the way. But I would love to see a 2 out of 3 falls rematch on NXT TV. Give them an hour. Woo! Man, listen. Let's just move on, bruh. The NXT Women's title match. Bayley versus Asuka. This was a female version of a strong style for NXT. They went at it. The 4 horsewomen was at ringside supporting Bayley. Charlotte, Sasha, supporting Bayley. Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky. They were all there. There was a lot of people there, actually. This was a big deal. Bayley loses with Asuka doing her strong style moveset with a blazing bus kick that took Bayley out. Bayley got the send-off. NXT is going to miss Bayley, but from tonight, it showed me that NXT, they're not going to go nowhere. The last match, and shout out to all the introductions, by the way. Shinsuke Nakamura with arguably entrance of the night with, I think his name is Lee Fletcher, but I'm going to find out. That violinist, salute to you, my brother, took on no gimmicks Samoa Joe, the baddest man on the planet, well, on the NXT planet. And they went at it. I think he legitimately broke Samoa Joe's jaw, caught him with a Kinshasa. Samoa Joe kicked out at 2. Then he hit him with a version of a Kinshasa from the top rope, caught him in the back of the head, Caught him with his Kinshasa again. Got the win. The crowd popped big time. It was a great night, y'all. I really suggest y'all check out the WWE Network and watch this for yourselves.
This is what we want. We want this. We want this from WWE every single week. We want great programming. We want this. Unbelievable. Great pay-per-view. From top to bottom, everybody looked great. We started off the show, Austin Aries defeating No Way Jose. No Way Jose came out to a good ovation. It's great to see him in a gimmick that I don't really think is going to work on the main roster, but it's working NXT. He's super over, and it's great to see him. And he also showed a little bit of his in-ring talent. It was great to see. Austin Aries, of course, won. Greatest man that ever lived. Last Chancery, whatever the hell it's called. I don't remember what the fuck the name of the move is, but after the match, Hideo Itami comes out, hit him with a GTS. Crowd went nuts, and we building to the future, building towards the future. Hideo Itami versus Austin Aries is gonna be a hell of a match. Ember Moon defeated Billie Kay in her debut with a top rope stunner. It was fucking amazing. She has an interesting look. I'm all for it. Billie Kay looked good in this match as well. It was a great match. Both of them, a good match. They got a little bit of time, only about four and a half minutes, but they did a lot in those 4.5 minutes. Both of them looked good. Bobby Roode, the glorious one, with an amazing. You gotta see this entrance. You have to see this entrance. It was absolutely fucking perfect. Defeated Andrade, Cien Almas. Almas, I hate his gimmick, but he's great in ring. Yeah. Bobby Roode, a fucking superstar. He, to me, is going to be the next one to challenge for the NXT Championship. The Revival defeated Gargano and Ciampa by submission. They made Johnny Wrestling tap out. A tremendous 5-star match. Great tag team match. Ignore they talking in the background. Whatever. Great match. Everything we thought it would be. Asuka defeated Bayley. Bayley is pretty much done with NXT now. The other three of the 4 horsewomen were at ringside. And Sasha, when Bayley got pinned, Sasha and Becky's reactions made it even better. It was just, they were crushed for their friend. Shinsuke defeated Samoa Joe, probably also broke his jaw. Hopefully he didn't, but it looked like Joe was pretty hurt. Pinned her with the Kinshasa. Shinsuke had a tremendous entrance as well. A violinist came and played his theme song. It was great. This entire show, top to bottom, was great. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it again before SummerSlam comes on. It's about like 2:30 or something now. Definitely watch this again. Yeah. Hopefully SummerSlam can come close to this. If it does, it's gonna be an amazing show. I don't really expect it, but we can hope for the best. Only one word that can really describe this NXT Takeover. Glorious! Make sure to follow us on Twitter at InternetSmarks1 for all news, rumors, and updates for everything WWE, as well as live tweets for all WWE programming.